The history of accounting. Yes, this is actually interesting. Let me start with a confession. If someone had told me years ago that I'd be talking enthusiastically about the history of accounting on YouTube, I would have assumed something had gone very wrong in my life. But stay with me, because accounting has one of the most underrated origin stories in human history. Older than money, older than writing. Accounting didn't start with spreadsheets or calculators. It started about 10,000 years ago, when humans stopped chasing animals and started farming. Picture this. You're an early human farmer. You've got 12 sheep, a shed full of grain, and a neighbor who definitely borrowed one sheep and is pretending he didn't. There's no money. There's no writing. But there is an argument. So humans invented accounting, not to make accountants happy, but to stop fights. They used little clay tokens to represent real things. Sheep, oil, grain. One token equals one sheep. And just like that, accounting existed before writing. In fact, historians believe writing itself was invented for accounting, not poetry or love letters. Romance came later. Fast forward to ancient Mesopotamia. If you wanted to be powerful, you didn't need muscles. You needed to be able to count. Scribes recorded taxes, wages, trade, temple inventories. Basically, they were the original accountants, and also the original tax office. In ancient Egypt, accounting was how they built the pyramids. No, not aliens. Accountants. Someone had to track thousands of workers, stone deliveries, food rations, which means if the pyramids were late or over budget, and let's be honest, they probably were, someone was absolutely blamed. Oh, the big plot twist. Double entry accounting. Now we jump to medieval Italy, around the 1400s. Picture a merchant in Venice, ships on the ocean, goods in warehouses, partners arguing, customers owing money, and absolutely no idea if the business is making a profit. Then someone has a genius idea. What if every transaction affects two things? Boom, double entry accounting. In 1494, a monk named Luca Pacioli wrote it down properly. He didn't invent it, he just explained it. And suddenly, debits and credits existed. Balance sheets made sense. Errors could be found. Profit could be measured. And accountants everywhere became slightly smug for the next 500 years. Accounting accidentally invents capitalism. Here's the wild part. Double entry accounting didn't just organize books. It enabled capitalism. For the first time, people could separate business money from personal money, track profit accurately, attract investors, borrow capital. Banks trusted businesses. Investors trusted numbers. Governments trusted records. All because of accounting. Not armies, not kings, not even gold. Spreadsheets. Trust issues begin. Then the Industrial Revolution hits. Businesses get bigger. Owners stop running them day to day. Managers show up, and owners ask, how do I know this person isn't lying to me? Accounting responds with financial statements, audits, rules, standards. Basically, accounting became the system that says, prove it, trust, but verify. Fast forward to today. Ledgers become computers, calculators become software, data entry becomes automated. But the core purpose of accounting hasn't changed in 10,000 years. Who owns what? Who owes what? Did we gain or lose resources? The tools changed. The questions didn't. Accounting's real legacy. So next time someone says accounting is boring, remember? Accounting helped invent writing, built pyramids, powered empires, enabled capitalism, and keeps the modern world functioning. Not bad for something people pretend not to understand. Accounting isn't just numbers. It's how humans learn to organize reality. Thanks for watching.